Future bear, doing whatever a future bear does. You said that she's a mother bear, so she must have cubs. So she probably wants to save her cubs for the future. And in turn, her motherly instinct wants her to save all of the people and creatures.
I think her mother and father were killed by a dissolving glacier, which you would think that wouldn't kill a polar bear, obviously, because it's just water. But too much water, I may say, can kill things.
You know, I think she's been stranded on a few too many ice caps, and honestly, she's probably pretty sick of that. She may have lost a few cubs to that.
From the fact that she has no home in the future, and the fact that she gets really tired from swimming all day because there's no ice to go to and from.
To encourage people to protect and take care of the environment and be more aware of their surroundings and treat the earth with respect.
Save everyone. Just like stop global warming and save everyone. That's what I would say.
Use her motherly skills to convince people that the future isn't that great for polar bears. Yeah, humans are getting pretty good, but like polar bears have some issues too in life and want to live a full life.
An army of future bears standing by her side. It's kind of like the Ewoks in Star Wars. Is taking over the,
Well, I mean, obviously she needs to get a PhD. I mean, any good future bear would have a PhD if you're going to actually create some of these things.
Maybe telling her story about how her home is getting ruined and how it's like upsetting her family and like all that whole species and how like they're really suffering.
Okay, well if she can like telepathically communicate, I feel like she could just read everyone's minds, and maybe people who are like people in the government who know all these like secrets, maybe she'll like read their minds or something and then just know the secret to like, save the world.
She looks at us and she's pretty upset with the world. She's kind of like, wow, we suck a lot. And if I came back from the future when we're more advanced and we're all living in urban centers, and I came and saw all this suburban sprawl, I'd be pretty upset.
She's probably like, what's going on? So she's got to reacquaint herself with what's going on.
She encounters a human, and she'll accidentally freak out, not know what to do, or the human I'm saying will actually accidentally freak out and not know what to do with her, and she's going to have a lot of difficulty just kind of integrating into the society. She's trying to save the society.
I don't know, she looks pretty like upset and disappointed in whatever her surrounding is. I'm guessing I don't know, I'm assuming that this is kind of her home and she can't see anyone because it's just such a terrible environment and she's all alone and sad.
Future bear is polar bear, obviously, walking on ice, but there isn't much ice if you look. It's very few and far between. So future bear is in our present time walking around going, man, better save it now or never kind of deal.
Aw, she's out in the what used to be the frozen tundra, which actually now the white. If you ever saw the dropping of the atomic bomb, there was a huge flash of light. And this is what's gonna happen if the world does not change their ways.
I think she's back from the future, and she's standing on this little patch of ice right here. And it's just a little patch, as you can see, and She looks pretty pissed off.
He's on the minimal piece of ice that is left, and all the blue is the water, and that would suck if he only had this space to live, and there's a ton of water and it's ruining his home.
First approaching people, because she probably doesn't realize at first that people would be freaked out. Big old bear coming up to her. So she scared a couple people at first. And then secondly is like bears eat salmon, so she's probably gonna like eat a few salmon on the way.
Future Bear probably gets a little too involved with her emotions. Not because she's female, because she's a mother, and you know, my mother can be a little emotional when it comes to her future and her children and things like that. So she probably gets a little too emotional there and might cross a boundary she's not happy with.
Yeah, she doesn't like know how to interact with humans at first, and then she's kind of hindered by that. She doesn't really know what to expect, and she doesn't think about what the interaction's going to be like.
Well, I'm gonna assume that they have like super special sight and they could like read emotions and just like people's intentions and auras and stuff, and her jetpack can just like help her fly around. So I guess she has speed, and then she has super intelligence.
I mean, you need goggles for a jetpack, so those already go together. With the jetpack, that'll just help you get anywhere with sustainable energy. You just got these little gel pods of water that dissolve. I mean, you could fly almost anywhere in reasonable time and be safe and not be hurting the environment.
The polar bear is looking at the earth, and it's mostly water, and the white spots are the ice caps.
I don't know where she is. She's just kind of chilling in space, but she's looking at Earth and kind of just saying, you know, this is my mission. I'm going to do this. Let's go. She's ready. She's ready to do this. To save the world.
Future Bear used her jetpack to check on the, looks like the Earth. We don't know, but I'm going to assume it's the Earth. To look at the ozone layer. See if it's getting any, that hole's getting bigger in the ozone layer. And she's just like, no.
Besides Ryman, let's put him aside. I mean, first of all, she makes friends. She's a bear. She's got goggles on a jetpack. If you don't want to be friends with that, you're probably like not an animal enthusiast. I don't forget the word right now, but hunter maybe.
Well, polar bears, as everyone knows, love penguins. And penguins, as everyone knows, love snails. Sounds like it's a big stretch, and snails probably aren't too good in the cold. But when they get together, man oh man, are they the greatest team in the world.
I mean, I don't know how you cannot make friends with like a superhero bear. So obviously she's gonna make friends. I feel like she should have, like, you know, in a lot of like animal superhero movies, she should have like a sidekick. You know, like a wise owl or like some wise animal that kind of like keeps her in line.
But yeah, no, it looks like she's maybe hiding from a human over here. We have a human over there. She's in the forest. Or maybe she's about to attack someone. Maybe she's about to ambush someone, looks like. And that human might be out to get her or something. I'm not quite sure. Could be any of those scenarios.
Like, the person isn't caring, it looks like. He's like, his back is faced toward her, so maybe he like doesn't care and she's getting upset about it, so she's like, whatever.
And it just looks very green, you know? This is a good thing. And I think this is pretty much in the future. She's helped out, and she's happy because she did what she came here to do. She accomplished her mission. She saved the world with her hydro pack and goggles.
Future Bear is in the woods and comes across a human. And at first the human's probably all like, what is this? And then is really freaked out that Future Bear is able to communicate with him. Questionable gender of the person.
For sure. She seems really determined. And I feel like with her sidekick and all her powers, I feel like it's pretty impossible to not at least make some progress.
I do. I think Future Bear's got a lot in front of her, and you know, I think it's going to be a tough time for her, but I think she's got a lot of good friends on her side. Future Penguin, Future Snail.
I think she's going to kick ass. I don't think there's any way she won't succeed. She's got goggles, she's got a hydro pack, and she's got people helping her out, and it's a good cause, and I think she's going to get her point across, and she's going to get work done.
Introduce her to some friends, just be friendly, understanding, listen to her story. I think I would be very good at doing that, and I feel like I could, I feel like I could be pretty diplomatic with other people who were skeptical of her, and maybe help her out with forming relationships and partnerships. And, yeah.
I mean, we're always told to like recycle and stuff like on a day-to-day basis, and some people actually do and some people don't, but I would try to recycle, and I would try not to put chemicals into the earth that are bad for the environment.
She would probably ask me to gather all my friends and family and spread the word about her mission and make sure that no one's freaked out by the future talking bear. So I'd be like, hey guys, just so you know, there's a bear from the future and they can talk, she can talk, and she wants to save the planet, and also she's looking for her babies, so if you see them, like, send them her way.
I don't really have a lot of sources to saving the planet, like, as, like, one huge planet, but I could, like, do little things, like not litter and recycle, maybe spread the word. Definitely not pollute. Maybe she should get people to, like, quit smoking. I don't know how. She'll get rid of all the cigarettes. Or just get people to stop littering, or, like, even spitting gum on the ground. That's annoying.